Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new series today. Today we are going to find out who is the best team, in FIFA career mode, or in FIFA in general. So what I've done to sort of do this, I've put everyone into a tournament. I've created my own, you could say, tournament. And yeah, we're going to see which club is the best out of all the Premier League clubs possible. So what we're going to do, we're going to sim every game, more or less, for the entire season. We're not going to play a single game. We're going to be manager of Chelsea for this season, but just so you can see all the clubs, that are in it. So you got AS Monaco, Arsenal, Atletico, Lewisham, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Bray Wanderers, which is an Irish team. I thought I'd just put in an Irish team for fun, plus I put in one Chinese team. Obviously, we're Chelsea, FC Barcelona, Porto, Gonza Gu or something, that's a Chinese team. Again, I put them in for a bit of fun to see how well they would do. Juventus, Liverpool, City, Manchester United, Milan, Napoli, OL, PSV, Paris, Real Madrid, Roma, Benfica, and Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, I'd say, if not, most of these teams, all 22 of these teams are the best 22 in the world. Obviously, I'm not saying Bray Wanderers are the best, but that's why I said 22, not 24. So there's 24 teams, 22 of them are the best in the world, I think, personally, currently as things would stand. So let's see how each team will do. So first, can we sim games? I want to sim match, that's it. So let's see, first match, obviously, we're going to sim through them all. Okay, then, so 2-1. Chelsea on the opening day of the season in this league. Now Bray Wanderers should be a pretty easy one here. Straight away, pretty easy. Probably 2 wins, actually. But a 2-2 draw. Okay, so the Irish team, that barely, obviously, known, actually got a point off Chelsea. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, PSV now. Let's see how they do against this Chelsea squad. Not that well. 3-0 defeat. Which is pretty bad for PSV. Next is this Chinese squad. Another 1-1 draw. So a win, a draw, a win, and another draw. So, okay, our first 4 games, certainly. Of course, all I'm doing is simming games. I'm not playing them, so, I'm not making any team changes. I'm going to let the game do it all, sort of thing. Obviously, so any games that we are playing will be, obviously, I'm done, but Kepa's got an injury, so that's not good for Kepa, and for Chelsea, of course. We're auto-replacing any of our players are injured, by the way. There haven't been any transfers or anything, so obviously the squads are all the same as you'd see if you bought the game tomorrow, so you wouldn't find any differences in terms of squad depth or squad like positions, but anyway, so we'll pause the game when we get to about 12 matches in, I think, to see where everyone is, how the league's gone. But obviously I think this would be pretty insane if it was the case. There'd be a lot of, especially if you were fans, a lot of dear away games that you'd be going to each season, so it wouldn't be good for, I don't think, supporters anyway. Probably football's best way it is right now in terms of how it's ran, in terms of from a fan's point of view, in terms of how accessible it is. It's certainly accessible to certainly locals. So yeah, we're almost at that 12th game now. So we've actually played 12, so that's our 12th game and done there. So let's see where we currently lay in the league then after 12 games. Let's see who's at the bottom. So interestingly, Benfica are the worst team right now in this, I guess, season. Bray Wanderers, who is probably a team half of you've never heard of, have only scored 9 points. Pretty good going from them. Also the Chinese team, which again, half of us, I can't even pronounce their name. It's Gone Gazoo or something. Has also scored 9 points. But yeah, very interesting. Liverpool, what's going on with them this season? Only 14 points. Who's at the top? Let's see. It's Atletico Madrid at the top, followed by Manchester City and Barcelona. So, yeah, Man United are middle, sort of the mid-top 10. We're also like that middle part of the field. We're in 10th, actually. So, it's quite interesting as we're 12 games into the season. Oh, we don't want to be playing games. That's not the idea. Anyway, we'll now skip another 12 games. We'll see how we do in 12 games time where we currently lay, of course. And hopefully we'll be still good. But Atletico Madrid, we've just been beaten by, who are obviously leading right now. And that'll be a further 3 points for them. So Hazard gets a 1-0 win there for us. So right, two best Premier League clubs in the last 20 years have been beaten by Man United. So next up is AZ Monaco and a 1-1 draw. So not good there. So next up, Tottenham Hotspur, another team that is in the Premier League, and another 1-1 draw. So quite a lot of 1-1 draws right now for Chelsea, I would have to say so far. Obviously next is Napoli, a 1-0 win. Then from Higuain, who's obviously won that. That's Sarri's former side. Next up is Manchester City and a 2-2 draw. Again, another draw. Then after that, next up is Juventus. So obviously got the likes of Ronaldo, Panjic, obviously Dybala, but another 2-2 draw. So another draw. Keep on drawing our games, you know, right now, which is I think quite remarkable. Next up, Liverpool, home. Another 1-1 draw. Jeez. How many draws are we going to get this season? That's the question. Another 1-1 draw. Crying out loud. This is very terrible for us right now. A 2-1 win over Arsenal. Yes, get in there, boys. So that's pretty good. Promotes us already up to 8th in the league then. Obviously having plenty of 1-1 draws. A 2-1 defeat against Napoli. So I think the draws have now stopped coming. And we're now playing, obviously, well, to lose. And another 3-1 defeat to Tottenham. So, I prefer to draw games than lose games. So, how many games have we actually done? If I'm wondering, must be on map 24. Yeah, we are now on map 24. So let's have a look once again at how things currently stand. Who's at the bottom? So it is Bray Wanderers now, as I think the field's starting to spread open. Interestingly, the Chinese team that no one's ever heard of, Gazuno, or whatever their name is, can't even pronounce it, has got 20 points. Benfica are actually the worst of all the top tier teams right now. Roma in 21st. We break into the top 20. There's a bit of a gap between Porto and Roma. Milan then a bit further ahead. But look at that, how many teams are quite close. They're actually quite close overall, you know, when you look at it. But let's see still who's leading. And it's Barcelona now, stretching their legs at the top of the table then here. With, well, not even half a season to go. So Barcelona stretching their almighty legs then with 58 points to their name. At the moment, Atletico in second, Juventus third. The best English Premier League club is actually Man City in fourth. Right, I'm sorry, sixth right now, followed by Spurs, United. In fact, all the Premier League clubs are quite close overall. All the Spanish clubs are looking quite close. The German clubs are a bit further apart by the looks of it. But yeah, it's actually all still rather close. So yeah, quite interesting. Next up though, we've got Barcelona. We'll obviously... Oh, we don't want to be playing games. I almost done that twice now, or 3 times in this video, where we're trying to find out, obviously, without sort of using our own interference, who's the best club in the world. And right now it's proving to be Barcelona, and Barcelona certainly gets another win there on us. Anyway, we're kind of into now this second phase of the season. Another 2-0 win, so another win over Arsenal this season. Funny enough, scoring 2 goals in both of them 2 games. Anyway, should be a pretty easy fixture here. Should be a win, I would have expected. And it is at the bridge for Chelsea 4-0. Absolutely flying past the Chinese squad. PSV next. So, obviously, can we keep up this form? No, we can't. It's a 1-1 draw. Then, as we on the 30th game of the season then, as things would have it. So Luveskin is 1-1, then we drew there. So not bad, not great, though. I would obviously preferred a better result, of course. Who wouldn't prefer a better result? But anyway, 4-0 defeat to Real Madrid. Heavy, crushing defeat that was. Then AZ Monaco. How will Chelsea bounce back against AZ Monaco? Obviously, will they win? Yes, they will indeed. So another 1-0 victory for the Blues. Old Trafford next, and we lost our first game to, obviously, Manchester United. Will we get revenge? No, we won't. We'll lose also the second game 1-0 to United, funny enough. So, Olympiol, or whatever they're called, the French team. Olympico Linos or something. That's how you pronounce it, I presume. Anyway, 1-0 victory nonetheless, so it don't matter how you pronounce it. What matters, we've won. Next is Atletico Madrid. So, we've lost against all the Madrid sides this year, and it looks like we're going to lose again against the Madrid side. Now, we're going to go on to Milan. We're going to sim it forward all the way to the end of season now, by the way. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. 3-0 victory over AC Milan, absolutely annihilating the AC Milan squad. Next up is Liverpool, who's obviously, well, they haven't had a great season to prove why they're one of the best English clubs, but I guess they've been going strong. Next up is Juventus, obviously Ronaldo. We lost our first game to them. Can we win our second? Yes, we can. So that's 3 points then taken off then that squad. Next up is Manchester City, right now proving to be the number 1, not only in the Premier League, but also in this light sort of series or mini-series. And a 1-0 defeat then there, as we now head into the last, I think, 4 or 5 games of the season. Obviously, season's longer than 38 games long, obviously with the amount of teams, or due to that, obviously. And winning that game as well. So next up is Roma, and obviously one of the teams that not doing as good this season, clearly for whatever reason in this competition. But a 1-1 draw there, they get off us. Next up is Bayern Munich, the best German team apparently in the world, and in the league of the Bundesliga, and look like they've done the exact same thing there. Next up, FC Porto, best Portuguese team arguably, with the likes of Pereira, Casillas, and a 0-0 draw, so we managed to hold on then there. Overall, next up is Dortmund, and I think this is the last game, so this is actually, if we win, I think we should be able to overtake Dortmund. If we lose, then that's that. No, we lost 1-0, And I believe that's the final match then. Oh no, we got Benfica then. So one final run. It's Barcelona who's actually won the tournament. So we'll obviously see who's, well, how much by and where they've come actually to win it and how they've won it. And we'll analyse the goal difference and all of that as well. So yeah, obviously pretty cool then that. So obviously that's the end of the season then, I believe, of course. So hopefully we can quickly now view how the season's gone for each team, and obviously see how Barcelona won the title, or how Chelsea ended up in 13th. So first we'll review goal difference. So right, highest goal scorer was Cavani. Played 44 matches and scored 23 goals. Griezmann scored only 23 goals in 41 games, so actually a better goal to game ratio. Patrick Aubameyang scored 22 goals in 46 games. Eden Hazard is the best Chelsea player, 6th place actually, not bad. In terms of where Messi was, where is Messi actually? Lionel Messi, surely he got in the top half of the table. Coutinho, Suarez, no. So Messi didn't anyway make the top 25 goal scoring or goal leading scoring players. In terms of assists, however, it was actually Lucas Modric who did the best job on the pitch, followed by Coutinho as well. But Modric does have a better assist ratio to games, of course. Kevin De Bruyne, 10 actually, so he's actually better than obviously the two above him, but he is obviously not done enough. Higuain is the best Chelsea assist guy, then followed by Hazard in 9th with 7 assists to his name, Pedro. So Chelsea again on the board quite a lot there. In terms of Messi, again, not really anywhere to be seen. Ter Stegen has the most clean sheets, so 19 out of the 40 games he played, he kept a clean sheet. Kepa, who is obviously most expensive goalkeeper in the world, only finishing 6th on the same amount as David Diego. So, obviously he had a good season, Kepa did, but so did Diego as well. Neuer, the former German number 1, 14 clean sheet, so, obviously he's had a pretty good season. Yellow cards, Ferdinand tops that with 9, Mendy in 2nd, so yeah, not good. Did any of our Chelsea players get on that sheet? No, they didn't, thankfully, which is good to see. In terms of red cards, only 2 is the max in there, which is nice to see. So it actually was cleaner than we all saw. Ramos is the most in there. So yeah, not that bad, I don't think there overall, if I had to judge. So yeah, that is then obviously the stats for individual players. So Cavani topping most of that, certainly in the goals anyway, joint with Patrick Aubameyang and Griezmann. Next, let's now go on to the actual stats. So Barcelona finishes 5 points clear of Atletico Madrid, who finished 10 points clear of Juventus. Okay, so what actually won Barcelona? Well, they had a very good defence, and I think they just had the best goal scoring tally in the league. And, what made the difference was 6 more goals. Really, that was all the difference was, and 5 less conceded goals, really, possibly. That could have been the difference. In terms of wins, both of the top 2 finished with the same amount of wins, 4 more than anyone else. Barca had 15 more draws, 5 more draws, but 5 also less defeats. So, yeah, pretty good for them anyway there. Juventus, who finished 3rd, obviously, had a pretty good goal difference as well. But yeah, in terms of best Premier League club was Manchester City. Only by a point though. Funny enough, that's how much the league was separated in real life between Liverpool and City, but this time between Spurs and City. So, only really, well, City had the more wins, but also had one more defeat, whereas Spurs had two more draws. So that was all the difference. Maybe one less draw. Well, one less draw, and Spurs would have been, well, in fifth, City sixth. In terms of the Germans' best team, well, they joined or finished on level points with Real Madrid. Only goal difference was better in terms of not conceding as many. But in terms of wins, they had two more wins. They had quite a number less draws. So yeah. In terms of us, we drew with Arsenal, but we had a better goal difference, and we did keep our goal conceding down. So we had actually a bit of we had a positive goal difference. In terms of number of defeats, though, we had 15 and 16 draws and 15 wins, whereas Arsenal had 16 draws, 13 wins, and 17 defeats. Then there. Now we'll come look at the bottom lot, and wow, absolutely wow. So, they did good, actually, for the first 12 games. They scored 9 points, but Bray Wanderers just shows what's happened to them. Only managed to score 18 goals, the Irish team did. Conceded 102 goals. Whew. And only picked up 5 draws, 2 wins, but lost 39 of their games, which is pretty shocking overall. Just shows how different the tiers are. In terms of Gazoo, well, actually, that's not that bad when you look at it. Only, 6 wins. Okay, yes, that's not great. But 13 draws, that's actually more than PSV. It's the same amount as AC Milan. That isn't that bad overall. It's actually more than, more than Napoli, so pretty interesting there. In terms of the number of goals conceded, though, they've conceded 87 goals. That's pretty mental to think they conceded 87 goals during the course of the season. However, their goal scoring record actually wasn't that bad. Same as PSV, which scored 36 goals. So, only 1 goal less overall. And, yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously, of course they weren't going to compete with Barcelona or anyone like that. Them two bottom teams weren't. But, geez, I thought they'd be a little bit better. PSV, though, is the worst of the European clubs, then, according to this. Joined with Roma and Porto, all scoring 47 points. Benfica is in 19th. AZ Monaco is in 18th, with Milan in 17th. Only goal difference separating them there. And, yeah, so quite interesting then, that final standings, I think. Not a surprise to see Barcelona at the top, but I'm a bit surprised to not see Manchester City do better with the team they have. I'm not surprised to see Atletico there or thereabouts. I'm surprised to see how bad Real Madrid did. I'm surprised to see how bad also Liverpool did in terms of how low down they finished. Man United, Chelsea and Arsenal, not surprised where we finished or where them 3 clubs finished. I think that's about right, pretty representative. Other clubs I'd be a bit surprised in. I'd say maybe Milan, maybe, but that's about it really. Maybe AZ Monaco, they're usually pretty good, but yeah, it just shows though how or how much is the difference between maybe the best and the worst team in football, in European football, really. Plus one Chinese team, of course. So it does show how big of a difference. And there is actually 20 points between themselves and Real Madrid. So yeah, you know, quite a big difference in there. So there we go. That's the end of today's video. If you have enjoyed this, to see who is the best FIFA team, it is Barcelona. In a way, no surprise, I guess, to that. As a result, would go, considering they've got the best goalkeeper, the best central attacking forward, or centre forward in the world, considering they've got probably two of the best left and right wingers. They've got Suarez, considering they've got Arthur, and one of the best midfields in the entire globe. I don't think there's any surprise to that in terms of how things then really and truly went then. So yeah, you know, obviously pretty well it went for them clubs. If you'd like me to see, or if you'd like me to do more videos along this line, maybe like, I don't know, swapping teams from Premier League or doing a bit of a career mode mess about, then please leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, and share the video if you wouldn't mind, so other people can come watch this content and obviously enjoy it for themselves. So yeah, that's all for now then, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day if you're, well, if it's sunny. Not sunny really here that much in London today. It's a bit cloudy, which is a shame. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.